To our adjudicator, spectators, or guests, good day to all of you. So, based on the unsound arguments presented by the third speaker from the negative side or from the opposition, he is making many fallacies. First, the third speaker is definitely not accurate and out of the context using the authority of Article 428 of the Civil Code of the Philippines. The Article 428 of the Civil Code of the Philippines that states the owner has the right to enjoy and dispose of a thing without other limitations than those established by law has nothing to do on the issue of morality. In fact, this article does not talk about money. Yet, this clearly talks about an ownership of a raw material such land. So, the third speaker is definitely out of the context. So with that, he is making fallacy similarly to the first speaker as he is mistakenly appealing to authority. Additionally, he is making fallacy again when he added the Article 435 that states, no person shall be deprived of his property except by competent authority and for public use and always upon payment of just compensation. So, this article pertains to land ownership and not possessing billions as asserted by their first speaker. So, he's out of the major topic again. Our second repetition, the third speaker is clearly stated that there is no ethical issue on being extremely rich, which is contradicted to the statement of their first speaker that state that being extremely rich is ethical. So, the position of the negative side is not consistent and not relevant from their objective that was first asserted by their first speaker, which makes them weak with their stand. Also, the third speaker's statement logically proves that there is an ethicality of being extremely rich. Our third repetition, the third speaker used as an example the owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, which is far from the facts or reality based on the numerous studies in United States that Jeff Bezos became a multi-billionaire because of exploitation. So he has treated unfairly his employees or workers to benefit for his own. So the third speaker is making fallacy again and again. For our fourth refutation, the third speaker is established and strengthen our claim as he clearly state that billionaires have so much economic and political powers. Extreme political powers gives the extremely rich an unfair advantage over the poor and undermines the political inequalities or citizens, which is to be the cornerstone of free and democratic societies according to philosopher Robbins. So, in other words, who owns extreme wealth ultimately determines who rules, whereby growing economic inequality heightens political inequality, which then increases the ability of corporations and rich elites to influence policy making to protect their wealth and privileges. Economist Branko Milanovic states that the higher levels of inequality seem to be economically beneficial for the rich, who are often able to translate their disproportionate control of resources into disproportionate influence over political and economic decision making. Moreover, the third speaker has mentioned competition, which, according to study, marketplace competition fuels inequality and conflict. So, where is ethicality or morality? The major of various disciplines have already proven that being extremely rich is morally wrong, and this vindicates that the issue of immorality or unethicality of being extremely rich is not just a personal issue, but a global issue that each of us need to take part to unravel. So, what is then your purpose of being extremely rich if you are proportionally subjected to create extreme inequality? No? Or aside from extreme inequality, you will create an economic recession and oppression. Is that the true meaning of ethics or morality? This is the undisputable fact that you cannot be extremely rich in the name of morality or ethics. Indeed, our world does not need a few people that excessively possess wealth that is tantamount to deteriorate poverty, economic violence, injustice, which degrade morality. Our world needs a primal consideration of morality that regulates the unresolved problems in the world from a few who own billions of wealth. It is fallacy and unfavorable to say that there is no wrong to possess extreme richness if you do what is worthy when the reality does not justly and morally do it. So, in the name of morality or ethics, we, the affirmative side, are addressing and maintaining a patent, concrete, and recommendatory philosophical and moral judgment that strongly propose that the total welfare of entire society should be maximized through utilitarianism, as the world itself cannot be enabled to accumulate assets in the hands of few and abandon the majority to struggle over what's remained. Additionally, there should be an elimination of excess wealth to prevent the extreme richness from the undermining equality and redistributing the excess wealth to be more resourceful to available to address the problems in society, especially poverty, economic violence, and inequality. This is not a condemnation nor deprivation nor jealousy, but a holistic recommendatory resolution for the sake of the world endowed with limited resources to achieve true justice, inequality, and morality. So, that's all, and thank you.